All right, y'all, welcome back to another recovery / mobility video. It is full body focused. It's only 10 minutes to complete, and we're gonna go in just a little bit. But remember to please like the video, subscribe, so you can support me, support the channel. And let's just zen out for a bit. We're starting with the world's greatest stretch in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. World's greatest stretch, dropping your back knee if you want to, and then twisting up towards the sky, dropping your hand, twisting up. Focusing on just one side right now. We'll switch to the other side in about 25 seconds. If down on your knee is not as challenging for you, you need a little bit extra, bring up that back knee up onto that back toe and twist into that front leg. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Same exact thing, other side. We're doing 45 seconds on, 15 seconds to transition, just 2 times per exercise, 5 rounds. We're done and we're out of here. 3, 2, and 1. Opposite leg forward, twist up towards the sky, and then drop that hand down. You should feel this in a few places, one of them being your right glute, whatever glute's in front. You should feel the stretch in your opposite leg and that hip flexor, the front of that leg. And if you have a really tight upper back, you should absolutely be feeling this in that upper to mid back. Just helping bring some blood flow, some movement to those areas. I need a little bit extra love. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Move number 2, we're going into a downward facing dog to an upward facing dog. Focus on the back and the front of the body. 3, 2, 1. What I want you to really emphasize here though is traveling to the front, almost like a wave, creating a wave with your body, your spine, opening up your upper body, holding it here for a few seconds, that upward dog, and then traveling backwards, reversing that wave, pressing up away from the ground, pressing your head through and ending in that downward dog position. Nice and slow going through the movement. 3, 2, and rest. If you find it really difficult to kind of create that wave with your body, it's probably because there's not a ton of movement and mobility through your spine. But that can be worked on with cat-cows, which will hit in just a little bit, but also practicing this and really slowly emphasizing every inch of that movement as you travel up and forward. Oh, this feels awesome. Breathe the entire time. 15 seconds to go. Oh. 3, 2, and 1. Move number 3 out of 5, we're gonna go a little bit more into our wrist mobility, handling a lot of different weights, different sizes. Your wrist can get really tight and fatigued. So start by having your palms on the ground, but your fingertips facing towards you, and just sink back into your heels and then back up. Not overstretching those wrists, but just feeling that slight stretch in them. And then in about 10 seconds, we'll switch it over so the tops of our hands will be on the ground, fingertips still facing towards our body. And right here, tops of the hands on the ground. Same thing, leaning back and leaning up. If that's too much pressure on your wrist, you can also just do this one hand at a time. 3, 2, and 1. Is anybody as tight as I am? Like, I feel like sometimes it's so hard for me to just release and let loose. I can't be the only one though, you know? Like, this feels so good, but I feel so tight. Back to the top, palms on the ground. Open up those wrists. With every round, you should feel a little bit more mobile as well, which is fantastic. That means it's working. It means that your body is releasing and recovering, but it may take a couple rounds for it to do so. But do not force anything. Stretching is not about pushing yourself too far past your limits. Mobility isn't pushing yourself too far past your limits. It's working within that range and then maybe 1% beyond that. Switch it over. Last 15 seconds, palms facing up, fingertips facing you. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next move we're gonna go into, we're gonna focus in on our hip flexor. I don't know about you, but mine get very, very tight. So starting with your left leg forward, right leg back, you're just gonna push your hips up and slightly lean into that front stretch. Again, just focusing on one side. It's very easy to lean into this and kind of find that stretch forward, but that is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is if you can stay upright and tuck your hips and screw them, almost twisting them upwards to feel that stretch going straight down your leg. And if you don't feel anything, raise that opposite arm, still keeping that stretch. And if you still don't feel anything or need a little bit extra, lean over to the left-hand side. Opening up the front of that leg, leaning over. 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, other side. I'm gonna face this way. My right leg is gonna come forward this time. Left hip flexor is what we're focusing on. Tuck and squeeze your hips upward and inward. An option to raise that arm and lean over. Really breathe into that stretch. Man, my hip flexors are tight. Just about 20 seconds to go. We move on to our final mobility exercise. Slow your heart rate, slow your breathing. Focus in on where you need to feel this stretch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Last mobility stretch we're gonna do is a cat-cow. We're gonna make it a little bit more fluid than what we're used to. So starting with your belly dropping down, head coming up, give me a twist right ear to right hip, a twist left ear to left hip, and then bring it up through center. Lean back if you want to, booty to heels, another twist right, twist left, and just figure out where you feel the most tight and kind of sink into that movement. This cat-cow doesn't have to be so structured. Those lateral leans probably feel really good for a lot of people. 3, 2, 1. So even beyond this 10 minutes is awesome. I'm glad you are here. I'm glad I am here. But really making this a weekly practice. This is one time a week, but even adding in another day or 5 minutes after your workouts, 3, 2, 1, to really keep your body healthy. And so that these mobility movements feel easier and not like you're moving through mud. Oh. Oh. Almost there, 15 seconds. Breathe through every part of this movement. 3, 2, 1, and done. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, like the video, follow me on Instagram at Aspen City to support me, support the channel. I really appreciate you. I'm so proud of you for finishing up almost the 3 weeks of the 6-week Strong at Home program. If you're tuning in on this one video, there's a whole Strong at Home program that goes along with this. That is a 6-week program with 4 workouts plus mobility every single week. But if you're just tuning in, no worries, do your thing, and then show some love in the comments. Appreciate you, have a great day, and good job for putting yourself first today. Bye.